and Sabonis is significantly better than Cat.
Sabonis?
Yeah.
Come on.
I think
I'm telling you.
In what way?
Gabe.
Because I was trolling about Bam. I'm just really sad about the Heat. I think Bam is better than Cat. But how is Sabonis better than Cat?
I think
the DHO merchant is falling in. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's not. Okay. Cat. When it comes to Cat, we give him the shooting, right? We give him the shooting aspect, correct?
Yep. Not only that, keep in mind.
But everything we speak on, everything else that we speak on with him is like strictly like what he has the potential to do consistently that he doesn't do consistently. Like when we talked about the Timberwolves, we talked about
show Sabonis mid-range being consistent.
I agree, but show him being able to consistently run a competent offense.
Whoa! So we're just gonna ignore De'Aaron Fox.
Even when he was Indiana playing alongside somebody
that was a competent offense.
That was a competent offense in Indiana.
Oh yes. You know what? I'm moved by that top 15 offense. Oh boy, I am.
What is? Hold on. But what is Cat running?
Cat doesn't run the offense. That's not what he's asked to do.
Exactly.
No, but I'm saying okay. If he don't, all right. Neither one of them are running the offense.
Yes,
but they are a focal point of the offense. Correct.
No, in Indiana, Sabonis was running the offense. That was his whole thing.
Oh yeah.
And it was hold on, and he was running it fine. But what about the years before from Anthony Edwards' rookie year all the way down to when he was playing with Andrew Wiggins? What was Karl Anthony Towns producing?
He was being the head of the offense. The game it was still run through, not run through, but the person that was spearheading the offense was Pat. But the guards were mainly having the ball, so they were actually dictating what was going on. I don't know what to say to you, buddy.
When they got to the postseason, yes. the 1 to 2 times, I'll give him 2 times because this past season I don't blame him, right? The 1 to 2 times that he's gotten to the postseason.
Yes.
What's the excuse for the huge drop off for Karl Anthony Towns?
Okay, show the huge drop off for Sabonis.
But Sabonis as well.
That's this season, though. That's this season.
No,
you mean in India? Show dropping in Indiana.
He didn't play well in the first round against Cleveland and Indiana.
Yeah. Show playoff dropping in Indiana.
I'll tell you right now. I want to see DeMontis, not Arvidas. Thank you.
And even then, I feel like. So are you trying to say that Sabonis is better than Cat because he has more quote unquote responsibility for running an offense?
No. I'm saying that the reason that Sabonis is better than Cat is because giving the responsibility that he's given, he's more consistent.
No, I'm looking at it right now.
No,
he playoff.
He's more consistent. He's more consistent.
In the Cat's responsible. I mean, from what I see, I don't watch too many Timberwolves games. I watch some here and there. But from what I see, they're asking him to he's just a scorer that needs to be created for. When D'Lo was there, he'll create for him. Exactly. And Cat consistently he's the best 3-point shooting big in the league. He's a good scorer. He's actually a good passer. I don't know why people don't talk about that. Even not running the offense, he's a good passing big. The two main things that people have a problem with both players is their defense. So yes. I think Cat is a better offensive player than Sabonis, and they're both ass on defense. So Cat is just better to me.
And I don't think that Karl Anthony Towns is a better rebounder, but that's the part that I think we'll have to agree to disagree with, because I'm not gonna lie to you. So the 2022-23 season, 22-23 season versus versus the Warriors.
Yeah.
He had a drop off, and then 18-19 is fair, I guess.
What do you mean? I guess.
I guess because didn't they go? Say it again.
Isn't it 17-18?
No.
17-18 wasn't a drop off.
It wasn't a drop off.
Yeah, 17-18 wasn't a drop off.
For the 2 times.
The 18-19, all right. This is why I don't like the playoff argument for Sabonis versus Cat.
Whoa! Don't do that.
Hold on. Because the times where he loses. Not the time that he loses. The times where he ends up playing bad He's going up against defenses with very competent big men that know how to manipulate, their opponent.
Yeah.
So he went up against the Celtics in 18-19, and in 2023 he went up against Draymond Green and Kevin Looney. So and whereas Cat is going up against
Jaren Jackson Jr.
He went up against Jaren Jackson Jr. that
Brandon
one year.
Clark.
Didn't he have a drop off that postseason?
Yeah,
Brandon Clark.
He had a drop off that season. He had a drop off.
Okay, he had
Brandon Clark.
Yes, but you're trying to throw like a bone for Sabonis that he played a good defensive team, but so did Cat. He played the Memphis Grizzlies.
He played he played one competent team and he played badly in that series.
Okay, what does Sabonis do?
He played badly. He played bad. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I think we have to agree to disagree because at this point we can only go off of what they do in the regular season. And although yes, I think that Karl-Anthony Towns is a better scorer than Sabonis, I think that Sabonis as an offensive package is better than Karl-Anthony Towns in this postseason.
I don't think so because when you sit down,
and that's why I said we'll have to agree to disagree.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get off. When you firstly you can't say, oh, I don't like the defensive argument because one player they both played bad defenses. Firstly, both of them played hard defenses. The Sabonis in the what?
I'm looking at it right now. When the Minnesota Timberwolves went up against the smaller Houston Rockets, and Karl-Anthony Towns has a
smaller Houston Rockets.
The only big man that they had was Clint Capella versus Sabonis, who went up against the Celtics, who at that time had Al Horford on top of. I'm sorry, I'm looking through the roster right now. In 2019, he went up against.
It was just Al Horford. It was literally just Al Horford.
No, it wasn't just Al Horford. I promise you, it wasn't just Al Horford. It was also Al Horford along with which Morris twin is it?
Marcus.
I believe, Marcus Morris, Daniel Tice. Hold on. It was Al Horford. It was Al Horford, Marcus Morris, Daniel Tice, Aaron Baines.
So wait. If you sit here,
hold on. So you're talking about a duo, a group. I'm so sorry, Zeno. A group of those players, but the Rockets had Clint Capella, PJ Tucker, Trevor Ariza.
Trevor Ariza is fair.
But how tall? Hold on. You said Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris is
why are we?
PJ Tucker, regardless of size, is still a great defender. So that's
that's fair. That's fair.
We're still talking about. And
then I'll bring up Jalen Brown.
Daniel Tice is only like 6'8", so I don't know. Like I'm not.
Then I can bring up Jalen Brown.
Don't even say that. Tice is not even that good of defender.
He's not that good, anyways. Yeah, I don't know why Daniel Tice
he's not. Daniel Tice, Aaron Baines are both not great.
And Aaron
defenders.
Baines too. He's not that good on defense.
Exactly.
The only two good defenders you named were Al Horford. Around that time was Al Horford and Marcus or Marcus.
And Marcus is good. And Marcus Morris was a good defender. The one that you should be bringing up mainly is Al Horford. Al Horford was the best defender out of all the bigs that you talked about by far. While you could say Clint Capella, who was an elite defender at the time, you could talk about Terrence Ariza, you could talk about PJ Tucker. Come on now.
We're talking as a collective, and as a collective, that Celtics team defensively had a better defensive oriented team, for it to defend a big like Sabonis that works strictly inside versus Karl-Anthony Towns, who went against the Rockets, and he tried to operate in the post. He tried to operate in the post on the PJ Tucker, and it didn't work. And he tried to operate in the post on the and it didn't work. And he tried to operate on Trevor Ariza, and it didn't work. So, that's what I'm saying. We're talking. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. I mean, what year was he in 2017, 18?
That was his third or fourth year.
He wasn't he's not that great in the post, anyways. Especially when he was early on in his career. That wasn't one of his strong suits. He's gotten better at it now. So, to give him, I understand the thing, but the comparison between Sabonis, dropping for Cat back then, playing against a significantly better team than them from the Timberwolves, especially after, even Jimmy, one of the main reasons why they lost that series is because Jimmy played, atrociously as well, coming off an injury. But Cat, Third-year cat struggling in the post is like, okay.
Hey, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Why are we bringing up so stuff that happened in what's called in the past when we talk about?
That's what I was about to say. That's
right
what I was about to say. That's why I was about. That's why I was trying to. I was about to. I was letting after Gabe said what he was about to say. I was about to say. And to be honest with you, forget 17, 18 all the way through. We're talking about them right now. And them
even
right now,
I've been saying for time that people are underrating the value and the impact that De'Aaron Fox has on that team, because De'Aaron Fox is truly the engine of that system.
And I agree, but I think Karl Anthony Towns benefits from having Anthony Edwards there. It was D'Angelo Russell. Now it's Mike Conley.
Because I feel like his game has always been similar before Anthony Edwards grew into what he was now. Because if you really paid attention to him outside of the post game, which Gabe was talking about, really and truly, his 3-point shooting and the what's called the spacing that he provides to any team that gets him has always been there. Has been there for a long period of time. His driving ability is the other thing I would say that's gotten better. Him and loving to attack the closeout is probably the other thing I'd say. Cat has gotten significantly better. But other than that,
I said the score. I said he's a better scorer though.
But I also think that his playmaking is actually underrated as well. I'm not saying it's on Sabonis's level, but I think the playmaking gap does not outweigh the scoring gap.
Okay, so that again, this is the part where I say we just gotta agree to disagree, because I think the playmaking gap between the two is like the larger, albeit like mildly larger than the scoring gap is between the two. I think because I take into account Karl Anthony Towns' lack of aggression.
I feel.
And so that's
wait. So Sabonis doesn't have a lack of aggression?
So, I think Sabonis has an extreme lack of aggression.
No, I think in theory, no. It's not about Sabonis' scoring aggression, because I think Sabonis isn't a better scorer than Karl Anthony Towns, even with Karl Anthony Towns' lack of aggression. I'm saying the gap.
Oh, okay. Scoring lack of aggression. I got you.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So like, I think in theory, if in theory, Karl Anthony Towns should be like the perfect offensive big in today's game, and he should be miles better of an offensive piece than Sabonis. But because of his lack of aggression, because of his shot selection at times, and because of his post game not necessarily getting exactly where I thought it would be at this point in his career, albeit getting better by the day, that's just why I think Sabonis has a case for being better than him. So I'm not mad if you think Karl Anthony Towns is better, but I think saying he's way better, that's a little bit of a stretch.
Hey, it's been 13 minutes, but we have not said anything about that.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to the Hoopsters podcast, where we have our own way of having.
Daryl,
know we talk ball.
Daryl being a robot, that's crazy.
Just now,
R2 Daryl is crazy.
R2.
No. Okay, so today's episode, quick celebration, pat on the back for everybody. This is the 10th episode, which means
let's go.
Right?
Fire.
Yep.
Right. We are going to be talking about 3 teams today. One is mildly because we already went over them, but we have a special guest here that is the Miami Heat's fan, right? And so we gotta get that. We gotta get your knowledge on it. We gotta get
Jin Gabe.
Right. Yeah. But we're gonna be talking about 2 specific teams. We're gonna be talking about the New York Knicks. We're gonna be talking about the Dallas Mavericks and their offseason moves and how it lends to them possibly making a larger stretch for the Knicks, possibly getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, and for the Dallas Mavericks actually getting to the damn playoffs. So first off, I want to introduce this is a guy. Well, Zeno,
this is a guy.
This is a guy. Come on, Zeno. You got it. You got the floor is yours.
Anyways, this is my friend, my buddy, pal. Okay, let me stop. Yo, this is Gabe. So say hi to Gabe. Yes, go.
What's good?
Mr. Daryl himself. How you doing, my guy?
What's good?
Anyways, let's carry on with what we're doing. Sure. And last but not least, or probably least, Justin himself. What's good, Justin?
Okay, so we're gonna look. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna mute that nigga. That nigga's done. All right, that nigga's done. All right. Yo, what's going on? What's going on, Gabe? How's your Sunday going, man?
Very depressing, bro. I seen my ops are taking another W. It's ridiculous.
I
woke up on a rainy day. Woke up on a rainy day to see my ops take another W, man. Very sad. My fandom is hanging on a string right now, bro.
Man, look, I ain't
Our
gonna lie.
Sixers fans taking an L team, man. Don't worry.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a whole bunch of Eastern Conference teams that's taking the L.
Shut the fuck up, Justin. I hate you so much. Get a Gabe.
Zeno,
Guess who? What he is?
Zeno, this is what happens when you talk.
He's a fucking Bucks fan. I'm so sick.
Bro, I've heard it all.
Hey,
I'm out.
I'm sick.
Man, look. Not everybody can win off season. You know, it's just a shame that some of y'all
haven't won an off season in 5 years, bro. Like,
I was just about to say, it's just a shame that some of y'all can't win in some.
We haven't won an off season in what 5 years?
Man, didn't y'all win the trade?
No, we haven't won an off season in 4.
Oh
3.
shit! Damn. What about Philly?
Since we got Jimmy,
Didn't y'all in the middle of the season like trade when y'all got?
That's not off season though. Hello?
Yeah. No. I'm just trying to I'm trying to give you like hope. You know, maybe y'all might get something in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
No hope.
You know what's gonna happen? The hope is how much we get from Joel Embiid being traded. That's the hope.
Joel Embiid.
He said Joel Embiid to the. You're sick. You're sick. No, I didn't want to listen to this.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Don't start with another superstar coming to our team that we're not gonna get. Like, I'm not trying to do this again, bro. unless I see them coming out the airport in Miami, I'm not believing anything, bro.
Nah, and even if they do, they probably coming. And even if they do, they probably coming just to relax. And
on vacation, bro.
No,
like,
any superstar that comes to Miami, they just coming for the weather. That's it.
Gabe out here, yeah, with trust issues, for real.
Hey, so Gabe, how did it hit you? So then and we'll start after this trade. So how did it feel when you saw that Dame didn't come to the Heat after months of talking about him wanting to come to the Heat?
That's crazy.
I thought it was gonna start. It was ridiculous. It's like for the longest time, and it's really annoying, like knowing that Portland, even after all this time, knowing that they weren't even gonna trade with us, like no matter what, even after finding a third suitable team to make a 3-team trade. And then him going to the Bucks is even worse now for me because we just beat them like off the will of like Jesus himself letting us win that series. And then to just see Dame go to that team. How's that glaze, bro? We literally won. I don't even know how we won that series. Like we shouldn't.
I don't know how y'all.
Oh, I
know exactly how y'all.
I know too, but it shouldn't have happened. Like it was ridiculous.
Yeah, but that just the incompetence of a head coach named Boo.
That's what I'm saying. The will of Jesus won us that series.
I thought you was calling
Jesus
Jimmy Butler.
You do look like Jesus now that I think about it. Damn. That's
so
tough.
Like picture this. Jesus. I woke up from a nap and it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
I pick up the phone and I see Damian Lillard is a buck. And I'm like, bro.
And then the storm drops.
I can't do this. I can't.
Hey,
so, like, that team, and then oh my god, bro. Like we're missing the playoffs, bro. We're missing the playoffs. We're not doing nothing.
Hold on.
Oh, he giving up already?
Not you losing faith in your team already.
We're gonna be like a play-in team again, and we're missing the playoffs because like we're not like the way we got into the playoffs is even like we came back down 10 to a Chicago Bulls team, and we almost missed the playoffs regardless even last year. So to see that happen again, I think it's like if it happens, okay, so be it. I'm not gonna fight it, but to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna make the playoffs again because we beat the Bulls, knowing how we beat them is unrealistic to me.
Gabe, at least say like you'll have faith that y'all go undefeated in preseason.
I have no more faith. I have no more faith. My faith is gone.
He said, "Yo,
Okay,
Gabe,
okay. So then let me ask you this. Let me ask.
Wait. Give him
go
more.
ahead.
Give them one more day, man. One more preseason. Give them
No,
one more
they've
day.
had 3 years.
Give him one
They've had 3
preseason
years.
game.
Hey, I'm not asking you for a month, Gabe.
We extended a dude that became unplayable for 2 years for 90 mil. We tampered for a Dr. Miami patient. We wouldn't trade Tyler Hero no matter what, and I don't understand why. Like, bro, we could have had so many players on our team and had such a better situation. But this man, Pat Riley, doesn't want to do anything. Like, he needs to go, bro. Like, teams don't want to trade with us because of him. And he's not willing to trade these players that had their value at the time to have better players on our team, better fits. So he has to go, bro, for the betterment of the team. Like, I understand his legacy, great NBA legacy, like one of the best coaches, whatever. Pat Riley's a GOAT. But bro, for the betterment of the team, he has to go, bro. He can't be a part of the franchise no more. Because people are literally just not.
That's the question for my boy to my right to answer.
Wait. The fact that you popped into the stream and you asked casual, not me, the person with the Philly fan. Nah, I'm sick. No, casual.
That's the question for my brother to the right to answer. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Answer that question. I'm sick.
Anywhere that nigga goes, I think he'll be the number 2.
Jesus Christ.
I actually had to unmute myself because I heard that bullshit. You actually are sick. I'm sick. I'm actually sick. You see?
Nah, look, so Gabe, let me ask you this. So then, what is the next step for Miami?
Blow it up.
Yeah. Trade us Jimmy Butler.
He's so done with Miami. He wants them to hit the restart button, which they've never done. They have never done that.
And it's about the first time to do it. There's no point. We don't have a prospect. We don't have a prospect of the level of Dwayne Wade for us to build a franchise around. Like, we don't. Tyler Hill's not that level of a prospect. Jimmy Butler's getting old. We have no money to even sign players. We have no real trade assets. So what's the point of trying to keep a team for no reason? Just blow it up and start over.
Respect Nikola Jovic.
He just graduated high school. What am I doing with Nikola Jovic?
That nigga just graduated high school. That's crazy. Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Unfortunately, nigga, y'all still got Pat Riley in that bitch, so he ain't going for none of that.
He gotta go. He's the man.
He ain't going for none of that.
Pat Riley gotta go. We gotta find the next protege for Pat Riley because teams are not trading with us out of spite. They're trading with us because he's there. They're not trading with us because he's there. That's what I meant. So he has to go first, and then we have to move down to the team and blow it up. Ooh. I'm willing to be the bottom team to restart everything, bro, because we have nothing to even be contenders.
This is the mentality that I be talking about. Not in a bad way, Gabe. Like that. So I'm a transfer into this topic, and then I got some questions for you. So I was talking to some Houston Rockets fans earlier this week, and we were talking about Jalen Green and his development. And for some reason, they think that the Rockets should push to make the playoffs to justify Jalen Green's progression. And if they don't make the playoffs, they're done with him. How much sense does that make?
Fair enough. Don't worry, sports PSP. You've been.
I mean, how old is Jalen Green? I don't even know how old he is.
Jalen Green like 20 years old.
He's going into this.
Jalen Green is 21. I'm pretty sure. I'll find it for you.
Okay, I'll give him a year extra older. What difference it make?
He is 20 going to be 21.
He's literally 20. Okay, he's 20 years old going into his third year. Yeah. If you give up on a player like that, it's not even because I'm done with the franchise. Like, we're done. I'm not even done with just one specific player. To give up on one player in his third year, and he's the same age as me, I feel like that's very unrealistic and very unfair for Jalen Green because he shows a lot of promise. Obviously, he's never played under a great system. I feel like Ime coming in can have a great like impact on his IQ and on his progression level going towards the rest of his career. So giving up on one player that's not even 21 yet, that can't even drink in America because he's not making the playoffs in a terrible franchise is very unrealistic.
That is true. I agree with that. Just to make sure, let me get this off. Yo, so you said casual. Should Embiid be traded to New York? Firstly, get that off, and then I'll say my thought.
No, it shouldn't be traded to New York because New York would mishandle him, especially playing alongside Thibodeau. Thibodeau is like known for running players down to the ground, and Embiid is already a broken product, so you would essentially just be breaking down further what's already broken. The defense would be fantastic, but as far as like him being able to sustain it, it'll be even worse than he is in Philly.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Being paired up with Jalen Brunson would help him on an offense, though. But I do get what you're saying. If I were to say with the fan hat, hell no, fuck the New York. But if I would say it without the fan hat, I also do not. I wouldn't see a big problem with that as long as they trade their big man right now, because I wouldn't want him to be paired up with
Mitchell Robinson
and trade him, Mitchell Robinson, and trade Julius Randle. I would be so thankful if you trade him, because do not pair that left-handed bandit with Embiid. It's going to be so painful. And then here, yeah, don't worry, bro. I was just messing around.
What left-handed bandit?
Who else other than Julius Randle?
He's not going to be on the team. He'll be a part of the trade.
That's what I'm saying.
He said as long as you get him up out of there, the Knicks have a chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
this goes to like, but this goes to, I feel like when it comes to like fans of like teams and stuff like that, oftentimes like they are like massively disingenuous to like differentiating like team success with oh wow, okay, what happened? What happened?
They got I honestly don't even know what happened for it because I didn't watch the game. I woke up late, so all I know is that they got their ass.
I saw it. It was ugly.
It was ugly. My dad told me the game started off good, but then after like the Dolphins' second touchdown, it went downhill.
Oh no, it was ugly.
Daryl said, "Oh, I know what happened. It was ugly. It was."
They both scored. They both scored on their first drives and second drives, but after that second drive for the Dolphins, everything just fucking like it died.
Look,
I don't know.
Look, everybody.
I didn't watch the game, so
Gabe,
I can't.
Gabe, all y'all in Miami still living after what happened last Sunday. That's what y'all have. That's what happened.
Okay, respectable.
But no, I think a bigger problem when it comes to like fans of teams is they have trouble like differentiating team success with overall player production or success, whatever one you want to go with. Like I'd say all the time, like people always bring up like when Jokic didn't beat the Warriors in the first round, or he lost to the Suns in the second round. Like that was like a product of, well, he wasn't good enough to beat them, so he can't be the best player in the world. And it's like just because he himself couldn't man himself to beat 5 other dudes on the court by himself, that is the reason for him.
Hurt players.
Yeah, that's the reason.
I don't like those arguments at all. Like, I mean, like, yeah. So oh my God, it's so bad because like it's like I'm a LeBron fan, and like it's two sides of the coin. I just saw a clip the other day where it's like, because in the sense of Jokic, it's not that he even played bad. He didn't even play bad. Like he just didn't have the help to beat them. Like he willed them to a 6 seed, and then what else is he supposed to do? Like there's nothing much he could do. He's not even like his defensive prowess isn't great enough, especially around that time, to will them to be a good rim protector to even give him a chance, and perimeter as well. Which the Warriors, I feel like are the perfect team to scheme against the Nuggets, against Jokic's defense and their defense. So even then, like they weren't. I didn't see them winning that series no matter what.
Yeah, I didn't see them winning.
It's not Jokic's fault. It's not Jokic's fault. It's just the team. They weren't good enough.
Yeah, like I don't know, and I'm glad you mentioned LeBron as well, because Lakers fans or LeBron's fans as well, like they sort of combine at this point, which is the worst superpower you could possibly have at this point. They'll often like use the argument of like LeBron had nobody, right? So like for instance, like in 2007, like even though his teammates did play like relatively like well better than expected against majority of everybody they went up against in the postseason, you're gonna sit there and say LeBron had nobody. And it's just like, bro, it's not like he had nobody. They weren't better than this team, but like I feel like putting a team success like winning a championship, winning in the playoffs and stuff like that on one player, I think that's a false way of looking at basketball. I think if you just look at if you actually watch the game, you watch how they play, like if they struggle in things that they can control, like KD's ball handling in traffic is something that he can control. Like in the Celtics versus Nets series, a lot of the problems that he dealt with could have been alleviated had years ago he practiced on his handle to be able to dribble within traffic. Now, granted, he's 7 foot, so there's no telling,
Yeah, it's tough for him to even do that.
Yeah, it's tough for him. But at the same time, like, there's always things that you can work on as a player. And I think that goes into another problem of like players not being perfect, and some people thinking that these niggas are like 99 walking 99 overall.
Exactly.
In the world.
Like people don't got deficiencies in their games and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
so
I think before you move on, I think a perfect example is literally this past playoffs with the Heat. Like it was literally all of what we did outside of the Bucks. I think Jimmy like mostly willed us to the wins that we had. Outside of the Bucks, it was just a team accomplishment. Like our team was just playing so well that even if one person didn't play up to what they were doing, we would have lost every series that we won. Because it took everybody to play at the level they did for us to have the success we had. And it showed against the Nuggets. Once we didn't even come back down to earth. We went down to hell. Like we just played horrible. So it's like it showed against the Nuggets. Like if we didn't keep up that level of production, we would have lost any series we played.
You know, the thing I was scared about was when I was watching that. What was it? The Knicks series, and I saw.
Oh my god, I was sweating that series, bro.
I saw Julius Randle get injured. I was like, damn, they're really about to lose. That's crazy. I was about to say
sweating that series, bro. That's like I thought we could have won that series, but I wouldn't have been surprised if we lost. Because we played like offensively, it was atrocious that series for us.
No, I had no fears. I had no fears. I knew y'all had that. Y'all had that series.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you. If there's one thing I will always bank on, is Thibodeau giving you hell on the offensive end. That's the only thing I can bank on. Tibbs as a defensive masterpiece. That's why I think. Okay, one thing I want to say. I think they should go back somewhat like back in the 90s. I'm not sure if it's in the 90s or when this really started happening. I remember it was on the 09 Celtics where they have an offensive coach and a defensive coach. Because if Tibbs is actually not a head coach and it's more of the defensive.
Was that 09 or was that 08?
Sorry, 08.
08.
Yeah, 08. I think that if they start doing the defensive and offensive coach thing again, and Tibbs goes back to being a defensive coach for teams, I'm not gonna lie to you, he would be utilized so much better than being a head coach. Promise you.
Do you know how much Doc Rivers would probably be saved had he had that exact like system, like whereas you just take care of the offensive end and leave the defensive play sets for me to run like that would have saved him from making so many hiccups and stuff, and like it wouldn't be so many 3-1 comebacks that would be on this record type shit.
You do realize on the 08 Celtics, the person that was actually impacting the team the most, I mean, coaching wise, was actually
Tom Thibodeau.
Yes, so
yeah, but the Doc Rivers still gets the credit, so it's like But okay, so we're gonna move to I got some questions for you, Gabe. I got some questions for you because you are is this your first interview?
In a sense, yeah. Never been interviewed before.
All right, so to warm you up, I'm gonna ask some multiple.
Take it easy on him, man. Take it easy.
I'm gonna take it easy.
Whoa! Pause. What?
We know what he meant, man. Come on, bro.
Zeno's dirty. That's what he was.
Pause.
All right. So I got. I'm gonna hit you with multiple choice questions. All right. So, okay. You've been working about. Please, look, please do. So this will be an easy clip. All right. So you've been working behind the scenes for a Player's Choice for a little while, right?
Yep.
All right. Who is the worst person you'd ask to debate a topic, and why is it Mars?
What you mean by the worst person to debate a topic?
Yeah, so let's say it was you guys had somebody that you had to debate, right? And they said, call somebody to debate me on LeBron versus Jordan. Who is it that you? It is not Mars. Crazy.
He about to whip out the ticket card. I feel it.
No, okay. So let's say you were told that you needed to debate who's better between LeBron and Jordan. Who is the worst person to debate that topic for you?
Oh my God, bro.
Ticket.
Nah.
Is it okay?
He got that script down packed, bro.
Yeah, I need to lie to you. That nigga got facts just in his pocket.
Do I want to answer this question?
You can pass on it.
I might have to pass on it. I'm gonna plead the fifth. I'm gonna plead the fifth.
I told you.
Smart man.
I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Smart man. Okay, all right. So then here's my backup question then, because I figured you were gonna pass on that. Who is the best person that you'd ask to debate a topic of that,
it would depend on the topic. Because
if it's LeBron versus Jordan,
or the type of, it'll depend on the type of debate. Because if it's just open ended, no time limit, I'm taking ticket every day of the week. I don't care if he brings. I don't care if it's to win the argument. I don't care if it's to if ticket will win the argument even if he's wrong. So I'm gonna bring ticket. If we're talking about so that's for a fact. Like I don't care if it's logical stuff. It's between either Mars, Low, and Dub, between the three of them, because I feel like those three have very good knowledge on the topic because they just talk about it so much and they do all their research and their choice of words. I feel like they have good like choice of words, and they use the right vocabulary. They don't speak wrong a lot. They don't say the wrong stuff. You see, look in the chat. They're saying Dub what, but y'all just hate Dub for no reason. But Dub is very educated on these topics. It's not like he just doesn't know ball. Y'all just hate him. So between those three, it's between those three: Mars, Low, or Dub.
Okay, I actually don't have a problem with Dub. I think Dub is very educated. To your point, Dub just like he goes like for so long that he ends up saying something that catches him in the hook.
Yeah.
So that's his Okay, so tell us, bro, like what's the story? Everybody has a story on how they like got into basketball. What's that story?
I mean, I was just a little kid, and my dad would always take I was born in the Dominican Republic, so ever since I was little, like he used to play basketball a lot, so he'd take me to the park over there to go just sit and watch him play basketball. And when we moved over here to the States, that's just my friends played basketball. Everybody played basketball around me. So I picked it up. And ever since I was 10 years old, I've just been playing, watching, talking basketball. So it's just it was just a calling to me, bro. It's just what it was.
Hey, can I say this one thing, Justin? This is probably gonna be the first. This is gonna be the first episode where I ain't the only Caribbean brother in here.
Hey,
hello. I'm Caribbean as well. All right, okay.
Get your.
I just catch it strays for no reason. Hello.
All right, boy. All right. Okay, so we got one last question. What is the moment that you watched where you were just like, this is what I'm gonna be a diehard fan over?
Oh my God, what game was it? I think it was in 2011 against the Celtics. I think it was game 5, specifically, where at the end there where LeBron had that 10-point run on his own to end the game, to seal the game. That right there, like, because I was just a little kid, bro. I didn't really know like what was good. Like I didn't like when he played Detroit, in the finals. No, in 2011 against the Celtics.
That was Boston.
Oh no, that was 2012. That was 2012.
No, 2011 against the Celtics when they won in 5. When they lost to the Mavericks that year, they beat the Celtics in 5 that year. And in Game 5, I think it was. I might be wrong. He went on a 10-0 run on his own. He had like 2 threes, and then he got a steal. Somebody got a steal, and he had a fast break dunk. And then Delonte
I know which sequence he's talking about.
That moment there to me, that's when I became like a real Heat fan. Because obviously I was like 10. I wasn't able to stay up late and watch games. So the playoffs were during the summer. So that's when I was like actually watching basketball for real. So that game to me, I was in awe, bro. That shit was just crazy to me. And ever since then, I was a Heat fan and a LeBron fan, bro. That's the moment it sealed it for me.
Oh, I think I accidentally clicked that. My fault.
Yeah, it's the it's the semifinals in 2011. You're right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was 2012. I thought he was talking about that game 6.
Yeah,
2012 I think was the Pacers.
No, 2012 he went up against LeBron and the Heat.
The Pacers was the second round, I think. The Heat went against the Celtics in the conference finals.
Yeah. I could have sworn he went. I could have sworn he went on like a special run.
And the next year was the Pacers in semifinals. Yeah, you're right.
But that was but the one I'm talking about, that was the first year I had moved here, and that was the first time I actually got to watch a basketball game, because like over in the DR, I was like we didn't have that many channels and the games were late, so I couldn't stay up. I had strict Caribbean parents. I had a bedtime. I couldn't stay up late watching the game.
Don't worry, bro. I feel you.
I could only when I first moved here, I was allowed to stay up during summer because I had no school. So those are the games I got to watch. So that game 5 for me was the first. That was the first game I've ever seen, and it was ridiculous. So, like I ever saw live, because I would watch highlights all the time after on YouTube from games to see if I missed anything. But live, that was the first game I watched from memory. I might be wrong, but that's just the one that sticks out the most.
Nah, man. That's fire. That's fire. All right, so we're gonna segue into the off-season segments. These should not really take that long. It's basically just going to be Zeno crapping on Julius Randle. Oh, I'm sorry, Julius Randle, and then
oh baby, oh yes, that's gonna be real good. Sorry, pause.
So we're gonna start with none other than the New York Knicks. So this offseason, after getting knocked out in the second round, they did like some minor signings for like some people that really didn't matter. I mean, they signed Dante DiVincenzo, but they traded Obi Toppin to Indiana in exchange for draft compensation, and then they re-signed Josh Hart. And I mean, they waived some players earlier this month, Obadiah Noel and Dimitri. I'm not even gonna try to say that name. So yeah, no, the New York Knicks did. The New York Knicks essentially did shit, and so now we're here saying, what about the New York Knicks? How are we feeling about the Knicks?
I think like the main things that they're trying to do for New York Knicks is that they would essentially, for Jalen Brunson, although Jalen Brunson is 26, they're essentially banking on his progression as a competent ball handler and his shot creation getting better. They're still also banking on the small forward in RJ shooting guard. I didn't know it's shooting guard. I thought it was small forward. But RJ Barrett being getting better. Because to be fair, I'm not gonna lie to you, as much as I do want to shit on him, progressively, very slowly, but he's gotten better progressively as the years has gone on. Like he's not just the left-hand bandit anymore. He actually can go right. He is way less polished compared to his ability to go left. So I'm not going to deny that, but I think he has more Arsenal moves in his arsenal when he's going right. So he is somewhat less predictable. And he has shown in the playoffs, I'm not pretty sure this season. No, it was this season against the Cavs, that progressively he gotten better throughout that series as well. So he's actually showing progression and actually showing some type of playoff resiliency, which can give you some type of hope in RJ Barrett, not becoming what people thought he was going to be, like a Paul George level, but at least becoming a serviceable, maybe high tier role player or all-star caliber player. So that's a good thing. Now, Quentin Grimes is also getting another year, which is another thing that I think is really good. Him being a great connector on that offense, and also being a great 3-point shooter was really useful. He's actually pretty sure he's sneakily like a decent rebounder as well, if I'm correct. I'm not talking shit, right?
Let me check it. Let me check and make sure.
I am a liar. All right. Anyways, let's go on. Let's move on. But the fact that
give him more credit than
stop.
No facts.
But I think that later on, I think the fact that he's going to get another year under his belt, we don't know where his progression is going to come at right now, but I think that he has a lot of potential to grow into something that I haven't seen yet. I'm gonna have to talk about Julius Randle. Damn. Okay, so
you want to shit on him. Stop.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna do it that bad. I really don't have the energy to. But Julius Randle, we all hate him. That nigga is a left-hand bandit. He only takes like highly contested 3-point shots or mid-range contested shots or attacking the rim when he's not necessarily that great at the rim. And he's a bad defender. I just want to throw that one out there. And he's not decent. And he's a.
Look, Jared, it sounds like he's shitting on him. I don't know.
It sounds like you are.
Yeah. Is he good at anything?
He is.
Right?
He is. He's actually.
It sounds like you just saying he should have never even been an all-star in his career.
It sounds like he's saying he shouldn't be in the NBA, bro.
So I got a question for you: B-Ball Paul or Julius Randle?
Are you really asking a question like this? Come on now.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm taking the GOAT himself.
All right.
B-Ball Paul himself. Look at it. I'm putting myself on the big screen. Look at him. You see that's 4? You see the 4 is signifying the 4 chips that he's about to get. That's what I'm saying, man. Oh boy.
This nigga's nasty.
All right, let me stop trolling. But I do believe, as much as I do give him shit as a 3-point shooter, I think that he's actually been a decent 3-point shooter. Not like a great one, but I'm talking about when you're taking into effect the shot creation, not a shot creation, a type of threes he takes, being able to hit them at 34% on 8 attempts. That's high volume. It's not great. I'm not saying he's a great 3-point shooter. I'm saying he's a serviceable 3-point shooter as a 4. So that's actually something that he brings to the team. So I'm not going to deny that ability. I think he's actually I was trying to shit on him saying he's a decent rebounder. I actually think he's a good to great rebounder, which is a value that he brings to the team as well. And he showed that when he was in the playoffs and his shot wasn't going, but he was always crashing the glass. So he's actually great on that end when it comes to grabbing rebounds. So I won't deny that. But really and truly, I think their thought focus when it comes to the in the future is mainly going to do with Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett and Quentin Grimes' growth. Oh, I also forgot about Emmanuel quickly. Sneakily this season, I'm not gonna lie to you, he just randomly out of nowhere became one of the best guard defenders in the league. I was like, what's going on? Just randomly became one of the best guard defenders. That was surprising, but yeah, go ahead. You guys can go on now.
Who's going next?
Derek could go. He hasn't said much all episode. No, you got it. You haven't said much all episode. I've been taking up this. You got it?
The Knicks. So honestly, how I feel about the Knicks is honestly, I believe this is Jalen Brunson's team. I think that's what the goal is for them. I think they're straying away from believing that this was going to be Julius or Julius Randle's team, since Zena wants to call him, is because he just hasn't really improved. Like, the thing with Randle is, it's like we see the same thing every year, and he's not a great defender, and he likes to go left every time. Like, for somebody who wants to lead a franchise into the playoffs and possibly win a chip for the biggest marketing teams, he has I won't be disrespectful and say he has no game, but his game isn't that valuable enough to have a team around him. Whereas we saw the flashes of Brunson when he was in Dallas and his first year here with the Knicks, that he has the capability to lead a franchise. And I think with the pieces they picked up, they're not going to they'll make the playoffs, but I'll honestly say they may be probably a first round exit, if anything. But to my understanding for the Knicks this year is like they're going to have to make some adjustments, especially with I think they're going to need new coaching too. Like I like Thibodeau, but I think they're going to need somebody a little bit better if they want to get further.
Agreed.
Gabe, you want to go? You want to go first before I do?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like I don't think the Knicks got better or they got worse. I honestly think they're about to be the same they were last year.
I would respectfully disagree. But I mean, maybe in the standings, sure, I agree. But I think as a team, I think they'll probably get better. Just banking off of Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, and Quentin Grimes, and Emmanuel Quickly's growth. I just think all of those players are going to grow to be better players than they were last year.
I'm not really seeing what exactly you see in Quentin Grimes. I mean, I don't know what exactly is it that you see in Quentin Grimes' game and how it benefits off of them.
Oh, you asked me a question. My fault. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought we was gonna move on straight off afterwards. My bad. Because by the way, it is your turn to actually speak about.
I know, but I was just asking you real quick.
I think he's a competent floor spacer. I think that he's gonna have more opportunities to attack the rim as well because people are gonna start playing up on his 3-point shooting. So I think firstly, as a great shooter, people are gonna run you off the 3-point line. And what are you gonna do when they run you off the 3-point line? You're gonna have to attack the closeout, no? So I think that's the first thing that he's going to try and add to his arsenal to become much more valuable on the team. I think that he's also a great connector, which already boosts more value on the team. That if someone can create an advantage for the team and you can keep that advantage going, why can't you also gain some ability to create an advantage yourself? I'm not saying it's going to be like at Jalen Brunson level, but at least somewhat could create an advantage for yourself, right? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm hearing what you're saying. As a connector, I guess, but like as far as him being able to take advantage of like defenses stepping up on his three, I'm not even gonna lie to you. This postseason didn't look so well for that theory because this nigga was like he was bricking like nobody's business. Although I do agree with you in the sense that I do think the Knicks will get better just off of continuity, chemistry, another year of having the core of Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, and Julius Randle, and and playing and also having Mitchell Robinson there. I agree with Daryl. I think I take a little bit of
check DMs.
Oh wow! I take a little bit of everything that you guys said. I think Daryl is absolutely correct. I think the times of Tom Thibodeau being a head coach is starting to near its end, especially for this Knicks team, because they although yes, defensively, like he's showing like consistently how valuable he can be defensively. I think offensively, like they could use an upgrade as far as like plays ran for Jalen Brunson, pick and roll, pick and pops, being able to put Julius Randle and RJ Barrett in even better positions, because I think what RJ Barrett showed in this postseason run was that he can be much more than just a spot up shooter. Because essentially, in the first time that they went to the playoffs and he didn't play so well against I think it was the Hawks, he was just made as a spot up 3-point shooter, and he had to create on his own offensively. This year was relatively the same. And he was able to take on that task much more like maturely and smart. And I'm gonna check, but I think he took the same amount of shots as he did that postseason and shot far more efficiently. Yeah, I'm a little right.
Nice head top, Daryl.
Oh, what'd he do?
No, just
turn his camera on.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Showed his forehead. Nice forehead, man.
I know. I need a haircut.
But yeah, he shot 5% better from the field, 4% better, then 5% better from the 3-point line, Like he just all around, he just seemed like a better player. Now, I do think the one thing that I want to ask you guys thoughts on is, before we move on, is how necessary is it for RJ Barrett's playmaking to develop further? Because I've been hearing a lot about his playmaking needing to be better, so that the Knicks offense can be a little more dangerous. But I don't know. I go back and forth with, if he just uses his ball handling skills for him to be able to get to the rim and score, and you have a player like Jalen Brunson on the team that's developing as a playmaker. What the fuck is that?
What is that?
This is yo, Khalil, what's good?
I was getting my pick. Yo, what's good? What y'all talking about? I heard Jalen Brunson.
We talking about the Knicks, man. We talking about the Knicks.
Who?
We're talking about the
RJ
Knicks.
Barrett's one of the worst players in the NBA.
Carry on with what you're saying, Justin.
Hello. What's wrong with
Carry on.
What are we doing? Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, no, I think the Knicks, as they stand, they're looking like they're in a pretty good situation. I think the Dante DiVincenzo pickup is going to be much bigger than what most people expect. Some people think
Josh Hart 2.0 right now.
You said what?
That's Josh Hart 2.0 right there.
I mean, shit. Why you still have Josh Hart there? You know, it's
true. That's
twins.
He's a good little offensive rebounder for a guard, floor spacer, and he's like a positive point of attack defender.
Yeah.
Good hustle, guys.
So wait, okay. So which one would you start more? What the fuck? Which one would you start?
Josh Hart for sure. Josh Hart.
No. I wasn't gonna say Josh Hart. Dante DiVincenzo or Quentin Grimes.
Oh, Quentin Grimes.
Quentin Grimes.
Yeah, he's already played with them all year. He's definitely the better defender and the better shooter.
Okay.
I think Dante DiVincenzo is more of a scrap guy that you'd want off the bench.
Okay. Okay. All right. What you got anything you want to say about the Knicks before we move on?
I think they're one of the deepest teams in the league. I think Emmanuel Quigley is one of the most underrated players in the league. I think they're gonna range as like a 6-4 seed in the East, and it's still gonna be like they had a really underrated offense last year because their offensive rebounding, and I think that's gonna continue, especially with all the space. And they got like 3 scoring options that can get you, but 4 scoring options: Quigley, Brunson, Randall, Barrett.
What
What you mean?
What you mean? You're off of that. You know Julius Randle ain't good.
All right, bro. Y'all honest me. But yeah, for sure. The Knicks are one.
Tell them about Julius Randle scoring in the playoffs.
We good.
We good.
He actually a really efficient scorer when you filter the misses. But,
on opposite days, he's efficient.
Yo, what killed me was Justin's face when you said he's efficient. His face dropped. He's like, "What do you mean?" Then he said, "When you filter the misses, his face."
Got you. No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I second that, Khalil. Zeno, like you spoke about earlier. You spoke about how the Knicks, you don't expect for them to be like competing in the. You think they're gonna be a first round exit, right? Or was that Daryl?
I never said that.
I said
I think Daryl said
that.
Doesn't this all depend on like matchup 2 again though?
Exactly.
It depends on.
If they play the right team, they can make the second round. Like
I think, I don't think the East changed this off season. I think 2 teams changed, maybe 3 if you count Philadelphia.
They can really beat Philly.
Do you think the Knicks can beat the Heat?
Yes, bro. What the fuck?
Well, you gave up on them.
Yeah, they can definitely beat the Heat.
Like even if I didn't give up on them, they can beat them. They're better.
You think that they're better?
They're better than the Heat.
I think I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think Eric, Spoelstra, Bam, and Jimmy like that. That's enough.
Listen. You need to really sit down and think about it. The Heat are able to beat teams because they have the best coach in the league. One of the best switch bigs in the league. And then the fact that Jimmy is a mix between being a really good defensive player, a good enough playmaker, while also being a decent enough scorer.
Jenna, are you trying to sit here and tell me how we can make the playoffs?
And they're still bad, which is crazy.
No. I'm not even.
And it's still bad is crazy.
I'm not saying that you guys are.
We're literally bad.
I'm not saying. What I'm explaining is why they were able to beat teams. I was not saying that they were great.
Understood. I got you.
I'm trying to say that they weren't talented, anywhere near talented when it comes to these other teams. They just had the specific pieces that allowed them to take them over the top. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I wasn't saying the Heat I wasn't saying the Heat were as deep as the Knicks. I was saying the value in which having. I think the value in which having the best head coach in all of the NBA. Having like the third or fourth best big in the NBA or best center in the NBA and Bam, and then having Jimmy who plays like Jesus Shuttlesworth in fucking postseason. I think that is enough to beat. That's enough to beat the Knicks when Julius Randle is really.
I have a question about this Jimmy Butler stuff. Do y'all think like this Jimmy Butler stuff is like out or not out, but like overblown? Absolutely. He's only done that. He's only had those like super supreme all-time level performances twice in 2 rounds. Not even like for an entire playoff run. Yeah, it was one round in the finals, and then the first round against the.
I would even say
he's only done that twice.
The thing is with Jimmy Butler is that when his confidence is at an all-time high and he trusts his jump shot, and he has this ability where his shot creation can actually reach the level as a superstar, and then that forces teams to actually defend him like a superstar, and he can play make, and his playmaking actually takes a jump as well because they have to focus on his scoring, and he can actually hit and dime up players. That's why he has those situations where he gets to that great of a level, but usually he's not that great when it comes to superstar level. I'm not saying he's not great.
He'd be hitting fake shit.
Yeah, bro will be this. Like, can we talk about how this guy steps into the postseason and becomes a good 3-point shooter? How does that make sense? Bro will not be. Bro will be an ass 3-point shooter throughout the regular season and then just starts hitting threes.
But this is what I'm saying.
He really wasting Chris Brickley's time. Like, what are you shooting threes for?
But this is what I'm saying. I'm saying, whoa, what?
Yeah, he be training with Chris Brickley.
He trains with Chris Brickley all the time on his 3-pointers, and he's just not a good 3-point shooter.
Yeah, I think he'd be wasting his time. I don't think it's ever bad for you to like try to develop that skill. But if you've been doing it for like the last 3 off seasons,
he's been playing, bro. How long has he been? He's been training for Chris Brickley for like 6 years now.
Yeah,
see, it worked in the playoffs, man.
It works in the playoffs for sure.
For 5 games. Oh my god, bro.
It's not just 5.
Please. I'm getting depressed.
You're being nasty now, bro. You're being nasty.
Please, I'm getting depressed. We're so bad.
Y'all not like, bro. It's not like he. Okay, so he didn't do it against the Knicks, right? But he did. He performed very well against the Celtics, correct?
Huh?
Did he not perform well against the Celtics?
No.
I mean, for the first 2 games.
I was gonna say that.
Not even the first 2, because the second game was like a blowout, so his production didn't really matter anyways.
What are you talking about? The second game against the Celtics, y'all won.
No, he's saying it was a blowout.
No. Wasn't game two not the game where y'all literally came back down 13-1?
Yeah. He's thinking about game 3. You're thinking
game 3 when he had like 12 points.
I'm flipping 3 and 2. Yeah.
It was game. The first two games.
Your ass off.
And then the third game, he played fine, but, it was a blowout. But the other games, he just fell off a cliff, and he was getting carried by, what's his name? Cody Martin. Caleb.
Caleb. Oh, yeah, you're wrong for that.
The real MVP for the conference finals.
Let's move on.
I'm looking at it. He played well for like 3 out of those 7 games. I don't know,
you had to have
that
seen
ain't good.
You had to have seen it, bro. It was
Leave me alone. Let me be.
Nah, he definitely.
I see what you're saying. If you think the Knicks, all right, I disagree.
No, we're not moving on from what he just said. He said on his Osama shit.
Wait, what happened?
He just said on his Osama shit. Osama bin Laden.
All right, guys, we got to shut the show down.
You know what?
We're about to get that strike, man. We're about to get that strike. No, okay. So the fact still stands. The Knicks couldn't beat the Bucks. They won't beat the Celtics. Do you think that they'll beat the 76ers now? No. Okay. Do you think that they'll? Do you think that they'll still? Do you think that they could replicate and beat the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Oh, definitely.
Depends if the Cleveland Cavaliers don't remember how to rebound the ball again.
Do you think that they could beat the Nets?
Yes, that's a bad team.
Can it beat the Hawks?
Oh yeah, no, Hawks.
That would be a good series.
And can it beat?
Yeah.
Can they be
No. Because those are the teams that I think, like, universally we all agree they should be in the playoffs, right? This postseason.
Yeah.
Barring like a Cinderella story from like Toronto or Chicago this season, where they just like, they end up making a push. Like, those are the teams that you should expect. So when I say that the Eastern Conference is relatively still the same, because they still won't beat the teams that they couldn't beat before, and they still can beat the teams that we thought they could beat before. That's what I'm saying. So I think the Knicks are still in the same spot they were last season.
That's what I'm saying.
I think the only difference is chemistry.
They about the same.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna move on to the Dallas Mavericks. This offseason, they actually got a little busy. I ain't gonna care. So they re-signed Kyrie Irving. I mean, what they call him? Hila.
You're not that guy, bro. Just stick to call him Kyrie.
Yeah, they re-signed Hila.
I think he's that guy.
He's not that guy. Just stick to call him Kyrie. You're not the name.
I'm not just gonna call him Kyrie.
So they re-signed Kyrie Irving. I mean, they signed Markieff Morris. They re-signed Dwight Powell.
Okay.
Not move.
They did a sign and trade with Grant Williams. Who else did they get?
I don't like Grant Williams. He's a bum.
They got Derrick Jones Jr. from the Bulls.
That's actually a decent pickup.
I like
that. They got Rashawn Holmes from Sacramento.
That's also not a bad move either.
They signed Dante Exum.
Mid.
Not move.
They signed Seth Curry from the Nets.
That is a good pickup.
Okay. And that's it. They lost. This is the people that they lost, though. This is the people they lost. So they lost. They lost McKinley Wright. They lost Christian Wood to the Lakers.
No Woodward.
Unfortunate.
They lost Theo Pinson. They lost Frank Ntilikina to Charlotte.
Mid.
They lost JaVale McGee.
Mid.
They lost Justin Holiday.
They kid did him wrong.
Mid.
Yeah, they did do him wrong. They lost Reggie Bullock to the Spurs.
Sad.
And they lost Davis Bertans to the Thunder.
Sad, but kind of couldn't use him because you're always playing Kyrie and Luka. So if you have three of them, your defense is gone to shit. So Kyrie.
That is true. So I'm before I let you guys rock, I'm gonna let you guys know what the starting lineup looks like it's going to be for opening day. It looks like it's going to be Luka Doncic, who averaged 32, 9, and 8 for last season. Kyrie Irving, who averaged 7, 5, and 6 in the shooting guard spot. Tim Hardaway Jr. at the 3, who averaged 14 on, I believe it's like 38 or 39% shooting from the 3-point line. Grant Williams from the Celtics at the 4 spot, and Maxi Kleber at the center spot. As the bench is going to be Seth Curry at the point guard, Josh Green at the 3, Derrick Jones at the 4, and Dwight Powell at the 5. Now, one of the questions that
who's the rookie that they drafted? I forget his name.
Derek Lively.
Now, one of the questions that people have been asking, as far as Dallas fans go, because I'm right next door to Dallas, they've been wondering if Jaden Hardy is going to be the backup shooting guard rather than the backup point guard.
They should.
I don't think Derek Lively going to start.
as a rookie,
He's
Mark.
7-1. They got
No,
height.
Mark Cuban typically doesn't like he doesn't do like rookies.
Yeah, he better get out his bag. I mean, he started Luka.
He started. No. You got to remember. There was a small stint where Luka wasn't starting, and then Luka started. Luka, no. I'm sorry. Luka was getting shooting guard minutes, but he was getting like it wasn't like starting shooting guard minutes. He was starting, but he was like quickly coming out, and then like towards the middle.
His rookie year, he played 72 games and he averaged 32 minutes a game.
That was afterwards. No, that was afterwards though. That was after I want to say the month of December. I can check and make sure. But Mark Cuban typically doesn't do it, but like I think what's his name? He's the head coach for Indiana now.
Rick Carlisle,
Rick Carlisle came up and was like, "Bro, this nigga's special." Like,
I'm also gonna tell you this now. You're also wrong because I'm literally watching.
Bad for the defense.
Wait. I'm trying to help for your. Wait. I'm looking at the minutes played, and I'm actually looking at game logs. He's consistently playing the amount of minutes that stayed there. It is 31 minutes he's playing all the time.
If I'm wrong, I apologize, but I remember his rookie year, like he would start and like after like 2 or 3 minutes, they was taking him out to put in it wasn't Dennis Smith Jr. because Dennis Smith Jr. was starting. Forget who the shooting guard was alongside of him, but they would take him out early on. But fair enough. But yeah, so the main question that they're having for the Dallas Mavericks is exactly how is that bench going to look because they don't have a guaranteed shooting guard spot right now. I would like to think that Jaden Hardy is going to get it because Jaden Hardy showed like some potential like towards the end of the season, but that's just me. But yeah, how do you guys feel about the offseason move?
I think.
All right.
No, you can go, Khalil. Yeah, go ahead.
How do I feel about the Mavs offseason?
Yeah, things are gonna go well then.
Okay. I feel like the Mavs had a pretty good offseason. They addressed some of their defensive issues by drafting Derek Lively, a rim protector from Duke. They got Grant Williams, who's also a good 3-and-D player. Even though he is prone to a lot of blowbacks since he's a very physical defender, but he's another body you can put on people. The progression of Jaden Hardy, the Kyrie contract was an absolute steal, by the way. And keeping Tim Hardaway Jr., I think a lot of people wanted to get rid of him, but he was actually a good defender for them this year. Then who else did they get?
Who else did the Mavericks get?
They obviously couldn't capitalize on getting
Rashawn Holmes.
Rashawn Holmes. He didn't play that much last year. I'm not high on him at all. But they could have got Matisse Thybulle, but the Blazers they matched the cap, which would have been a good move for them also. But I think with their offseason, I do see the Mavs being more of outside looking in on a contending team, and they're going to be around like a 4 to 7 or 3 to 7 seed for the West, depending on all healthy situations. And they're obviously going to be one of the best offenses in the NBA with Luka and Kyrie. And even Jaden Hardy, if he progresses into a really good scorer.
All right, next.
The words out my mouth.
Yeah, the next. Next is gonna be you, Gabe. Go ahead.
I mean, he said everything I was about to say for real.
All right, shit.
Hello, just stealing on my takes.
Connor Suba says J Kids said starter are Luka, Kyrie, Grant, Omax, and Lively.
There we go.
I forgot that had Omax.
He's the best. Yeah. Who's I'm voting.
I could have sworn. Wait, didn't I say that Maxi Kleber was going to start?
You did, but you said he's starting at center.
Wait. So Lively, who's all the way down, is going to jump ahead of Rashawn Holmes, Marcus Morris, and Dwight Powell.
I think Omax is their rookie.
I'm looking at the depth chart.
They need a big again, bro.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They have a Lively.
Yeah, but he's 19. He's 19. And did y'all see him in the summer league?
It's not even
that's
that.
that's the thing.
I didn't
He's
really get too
horrid
much of it.
offensively, bro. But they don't need offense, but like it's bad for like.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So like you're expecting, like at that point, you're putting the onus on Kyrie and Luka, which I think they could do, but you're putting the onus on them to be able to like virtually be like boom speed this kid. Because in the summer league, it looked nasty.
For sure.
Like he was getting the ball like in his area, and he still was like struggling, like catching it, fumbling, getting like doing 1 pound to the rim. Like he was struggling like to do big man stuff on the offensive end. Now defensively, I think over time like he could be able to do that, but offensively, like
he has no post moves offensively.
For athletic as he is, he's such a bad finisher. I'm like,
like I think given I don't know if you disagree with me, but like giving him some time on the bench to work with a player like Seth Curry. A player like Seth Curry alongside maybe Luka, alongside maybe Kyrie, to be able to like, you know, for a decent dosage of minutes, be able to spoon feed him in the offense. And then while also working on his defensive tendencies, you know what I'm saying? So that he could be better suited later down the line to jump into the starting lineup and be more impactful. If you do it right now, there's a chance that you could end up like damaging this kid's psyche. Like he could end up developing some bad habits real fast.
But then if you start anybody else that they have like at the center position, won't their defense take like such a significant hit that it wouldn't be that big of a deal to start them and even try it out?
I mean, they would essentially still have the same. They would essentially still have you could either have the same starting lineup between Grant Williams at the power forward is new, but you would have the same center, either Maxi Kleber or Dwight Powell, who you've been interchanging for the last 2 years, alongside Luka, Kyrie, Tim Hardaway, Grant Williams. Like their defense isn't going to be fantastic either way. It's going to be fantastic either way.
I was going to say that, like Gabe, I think it's fine for them to start him because essentially he is going to be a project player. And if stuff doesn't work out at the start, like let's say give him 5-10 games, then you can have him play on the bench and get used to, being spoon fed and all that type of stuff. And then try and move him back to the starting lineup once you think he's gotten better. I think, yes, at the start of the day, your defense is going to be bad. But look, last season, their defense wasn't great anyways. So working on the project right now as you got him is just probably the best idea because he's going to need to be the center for the future. So give him the amount of minutes and touches that he needs to get better. That's what I would say.
Yep.
Defense is about repetitions at the end of the day. Seeing the defense, also the offense, seeing how you're supposed to actually defend against that. That's what you need as a big man. And I think that's why he's going to be taking so much of that minutes. Will he play great? Probably not. But, hey, you want him to have the time out there. And that's why I would say they should start him. Next is supposed to be Daryl.
I mean, y'all kind of hit everything on the nose. The only thing I can say really about the Mavericks is if they start winning games and things are going well, then I pretty much think that's when Kyrie's at his best because he'll be engaged. But if things aren't going well and he's not into it, then that's when we see his antics where he wants to get traded and he doesn't want, to play anymore. So I think if that team, if they can just the pieces they have, if they can just convince that they're capable of winning, then I think you'll get the best out of Luka and Kyrie. But if things start to go to shit, then we're not going to see the Mavericks do what we believe they can do.
And what do we think? What do you think that the Mavericks can do? Like best case scenario?
Best case scenario for them, they most likely will be a 5th seed. That's where I'm looking at them as. Because the East is the West. I mean, not the East. The West is just too strong. But with the team they have, their best case is 5th, 6th seed.
Okay, so that would be Denver, Phoenix, LA, Sacramento.
They're going to be one of those dark horses team that no team ever wants to see because their half-court offense is going to be so unholy. It's going to be so unholy to watch their half-court offense.
Yeah, but on the flip side, defensively, like you're gonna be able to, like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be like kind of like the Kings last season, but in fact it's actually way more stronger because of the fact that they don't fall off in the playoffs because Kyrie and Luka as the ball handler of your offense is just way superior. Not way superior. Only specifically Luka is way more superior. No, because I was gonna say Kyrie. I was gonna say Kyrie isn't way more superior as a on-ball player.
No,
playmaker.
but like as a duo, they're far more superior.
I agree with that too.
Honestly.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
So they, I want to say Sacramento had the best offense in the league last season.
Yes.
Is it fair to say that Dallas is going to have the best offense this season?
I do want to sit down.
No, depending on the Bucks, because the Bucks are going to be fucking nuts.
No, I think the Kings are going to have the best offense again, because what you need to really sit down and think about is that I think that the Mavs are not going to have the best, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's somewhere in the top 10. I'm not necessarily sure it's going to be a top 5, but I do know it's going to be in the top 10. And the reason why is because
top 10 offense, something is going wrong.
That is true. But I'm saying that the
half-court offense. To lead to my next question, Gabe.
Half-court offense-wise, they're probably gonna always be number one as long as Kyrie and Luka is on the same team. Half-court offense-wise, but remember on offense, offensive rating doesn't only talk about half-court offense. It's in transition and all of that type of stuff, which they're not. I'm not really sure they're that great as a transition offense. That's the reason why I want to say that they're going to be number one offense. While the Kings are one of the best transition offenses in the league.
It depends. Has Kyrie slowed down over the years as far as like a fast break, like Wizard, like his ability to be able to run like fast breaks, like really by himself sometimes?
I mean, I don't
know, honestly.
Because I know his years. I know his years in Cleveland and Boston. He was one of the best fast break players.
Yeah,
with his finishing.
I don't really look at those numbers, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I think, and I think in some years in Brooklyn he was as well. Specifically, like when he started to lean more into like being smarter rather than to relying on his athleticism and stuff like that.
I just think.
I think he relies more on his athleticism now than he did before.
You think so? I don't know. I'm looking at the way
if you watch like the way he attacked the basket before, when he was like in Cleveland and like the beginning of Boston, he was more trying to avoid contact in the lane than what he's willing to now. He's willing to absorb more contact now. He's willing to body people up in the post more so now than he did before, in my opinion.
But I feel like that's more. I feel like that's more like using like your strength and like
athleticism.
I think I differentiate strength and athleticism. I think strength is something that like it like for you.
I'm not saying like that. Your strength is your athleticism. Your strength has something.
No. I know. It goes into like the athleticism category. I guess when I'm looking at Kyrie's athleticism, I'm viewing more of like you said, like when in his Cavaliers and Celtics years, he was dependent on his speed, his athleticism to be able to like get past the defender and put himself in like interesting like positions for him to finish, right? Versus now he's not that dependent on him getting into those unique positions to lay the ball up. He's just straight up absorbing the contact, like you said, and just going straight up.
I think he still has that same like level of manipulation for the defense with his ball handle and stuff and his footwork. But before, instead of trying to like when he's about to go up and finish for the layup, he'll try and avoid the contact. Now he's more willing to take the contact and go through it rather than around it. Which is what I'm saying.
I guess that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so all right. Can do you think that it's that big of like you think? So do you think that he still uses the same amount of athleticism from his days in Brooklyn? Because I think Brooklyn is when he truly started to develop that change in his game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I think so.
Okay. Okay, so guys, we got one more thing that we typically do. What's the best case scenario for the Mavericks as far as like the playoff success, and what's the worst case? We're gonna start with you, Zeno.
Oh, I never like being going fast. Come on.
Yeah,
now.
I know you don't. That's why I chose you.
Hey, nice nigga. Anyways,
Get over it then.
Wow, thank you, Daryl. Oh, you're never on my side.
I was on your side like 2 weeks ago.
I was on your
2
side
weeks
last
ago
week.
is crazy.
I was on your side.
The fact that Justin tried to whip out 2 weeks is crazy.
Whip out is crazy. Anyway,
it is. But the best case scenario is I can see them maybe going into the second round, but I don't see anywhere more than that. I think they're going to be like a dark horse type of team. That's my main reason, because as I said earlier, having to defend against that half-court offense is going to be really impractical. So that's my only thing to say. But I do think that defense is going to be lagging. I wouldn't be surprised if they're in the bottom 15. In fact, they're most likely going to be in the bottom 15, which is always going to be the main issue for them going forward, which is why they're not going to be able to push further than the second round. That's my main thoughts. I think their lowest point is actually in the play-in. I don't see them dropping out of the play-in. But yeah.
Okay. All right, Khalil, we're on you right now.
Which team?
What's the best case scenario for the Mavericks in the postseason?
Conference finals appearance. I don't think they're good enough to beat the Nuggets, Suns, or Lakers if all those teams are fully healthy. But any injuries, I do think the Mavs could be a team to step up. They could get hot in the playoffs because they do got a lot of shooters. Their offensive firepower could be a force to be reckoned with. And I think their ceiling is definitely a conference finals, because there's no way the Suns, Lakers, and Nuggets would all be like hurt in the same postseason, and they don't got a chance to face. They don't got a chance to beat those teams fully healthy, because those are a good mixture of offensively and defensively slanted teams. But yeah, finals, hell no, because even if they made the finals, they're not beating the Bucks or Celtics. Their defense is too bad to even do that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You know what?
It's on you. Oh, wait. Time out. What's the worst case scenario for them then?
Oh, the worst case scenario is first round exit.
Wow, no play in. I mean, crazy.
Mm-hmm. Nah.
Oh, well, yeah, that's the same thing for me. First round exit. I don't know why I said reach the play in. That's what I meant to say. But yeah, first round exit too. Yeah. Sorry,
did they get sweet in the first round? If they lose in the first round,
that won't happen.
Okay.
It depends on the matchup.
Another reason why I'm starting to believe Luke is better.
Then who?
Steph.
Jesus Christ.
Bro.
Does he know? Does he know Khalil?
Dude.
I don't want to talk about it. I gotta get all my facts together before with this, Zeno. All right, Daryl, it's on you.
So about Dallas, best thing I can say about them is if they stay healthy and actually play defense, they can be pretty decent. But I got them being.
They can't do half of what you just said there, buddy.
What?
You're asking, one, you're asking the impossible, and then two, what is the best case scenario in the postseason that they can do?
They're going to be a first round exit.
Damn.
They're going to be a first round exit.
Damn. All right.
If I give anything, they'll probably take it to 5 or 6, but they're a first round exit.
Zeno, he said if they are healthy and they actually get some damn defense, they're first round exit.
Damn.
So what's that worst case scenario, Daryl?
Injuries. If Kyrie and Luka are gone, then that's it.
Unironically, as much as we're laughing about it, that's very possible because of the fact that Kyrie and Luka are both very injury prone. So that is actually possible.
No, Luka's injury prone?
Not very injury prone, but Luka's has an ankle problem. You are aware of that, right?
Yeah, but
Luka has a what?
It's
ankle problem.
He misses games because of it.
Yeah.
He has missed games. What?
In the playoffs.
Oh, in the playoffs? No.
Not that many.
But you got to make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What's about in the
They're gonna make the playoffs though. Y'all don't think they're making the playoffs?
No,
he said he don't think so because he'll get hurt.
He's saying that if they get he said worst case scenario now. So he said in worst case scenario, the ankle problems start flaring up.
No, I don't think.
Kyrie gets injured, which Kyrie does all the time, and Gabe, even
that's fair.
Yeah, he's saying that could possibly be the issue, and I wouldn't be surprised about that. So,
never mind.
Now it is you, Gabe.
Yeah, it's on Gabe.
I actually was gonna say the conference finals is their like the best case scenario for them because like obviously depending on matchups, injury, they're like Luka's like insane in the playoffs every time he's been there. So I think depending on who gets hurt, what happens, him and Kyrie can literally will that team offensively no matter what their defense is to win some series depending on health. And their worst case scenario is first round exit.
Yeah. And then last but not least, this guy in the middle.
They make it to the finals, best case scenario. I think
he's disgusting.
No. Let me explain.
I really don't have the heart to tell you, bro.
Gabe, he doesn't know, bro.
Let me explain. All right. I think
charisma, bro.
I think that the Dallas Mavericks offense is, if healthy, capable of being by far the best offense in the league.
The Nuggets exist.
Oh, yeah, I don't really have the hey, I don't hey, bro.
Yo, Gabe, Khalil.
That is alone because of the potential. I think that Luka and Kyrie can be able to create like the magic that they could be able to create alongside each other. Wow. That would make it, and the fact that it can transfer into the postseason is like
Gabe and Khalil. I guess we all don't have the time. Does he know? Yo, the Nuggets.
RIP the Mile High or some shit.
I mean, okay. So the Nuggets is the if, but imagine. No. The Nuggets is the. Why are there two thumbs now?
Listen.
So I mean, okay. So when it comes to the Nuggets, I grant it to you. I give it to you. If they go up against the Nuggets, they're getting smashed. Pause. But my thought process right? Whoa.
No, they're getting smashed.
No. You don't see that?
Never there. Never there.
Come before, please.
So I think if they go up against the Nuggets, they're getting smashed. Pause. But if they go up against, let's say the Nuggets go up against the Lakers and they end up getting beat, right?
The Mavs, yeah. Oh no, you mean dead ass the Nuggets? Yeah.
Yeah, I think if the Nuggets lose to the Lakers, I don't think
when they get their fucking lick back.
I don't think the Lakers can beat the Nuggets. I don't think the Lakers can beat.
I
don't think the Lakers can beat the Nuggets.
Wait, well, hold on.
I don't think the Lakers can beat the Nuggets.
I got hard to tell him. I do. Put on everything you love.
I think Luka and Kyrie Irving can beat the. I think Luka and Kyrie Irving can beat the Lakers.
And how many games?
Bro, 80 is averaging 90.
It'll be a 6-7 game series.
AD's gonna look like Tim Duncan and Hakeem Olajuwon.
I agree, but I think LeBron has dropped off. I think.
Wait. You think LeBron?
Please, for the love of God, who is going to be guarding LeBron James? And please say Grant Williams.
Who is going to be guarding Luka?
Jared Vanderbilt? What?
What you mean?
Jared Vanderbilt's not even going to be able to. I'm not going to lie to you. Jared Vanderbilt's not going to be getting that many minutes in the postseason.
No, he is. Wait.
He is when the Mavs don't have defense who can exploit his offense.
Exactly. The defense.
It's not. No. It's not like the Mavs not going to have no defense. I think the Mavs defense. I think the Mavs defense can be like the bottom 10, like 20.
But who can guard Bando and Rome and destroy his value?
And that's still good enough to bother Jared Vanderbilt. I don't think Jared Vanderbilt offense is that is.
Justin, you are underrating
defense. You think a bottom 10 defense is good enough to scheme against Jared Vanderbilt to have a
against Jared Vanderbilt? Yes. Yes.
They weren't able to do it though. They weren't able to do it, and who on that team is going to be able to like roam around and leave Jared Vanderbilt open? Who?
Grant Williams.
Grant Williams is
get out of here.
He's not an off-ball defender. He's not a team defender.
Okay.
Khalil and Gabe, if you're not understanding, he's trolling. He's trolling.
Off my Johnson. Wait. Can I finish what I'm saying?
No, because
you say something like that. What you mean?
Okay. If y'all would let me finish, then y'all can have y'all wait. Pause.
Go ahead.
Okay,
we're gonna allow it.
Thank you. That's nice. Okay, I think that the Dallas Mavericks can beat the Lakers because I think, especially for them to get into the Western Conference Finals, I'm not trolling. I think when it comes to, when it comes to the Dallas Mavericks making it to the Western Conference Finals, they would have to be like peaking at on like all cylinders from the offensive standpoint, right? And the defense would have to be just good enough for them to be able to and the defense had to be good enough. Can you stop showing stuff while I'm talking? And the defense would be good enough for them to be able to like hang in against where the offense can have them like thriving through teams, especially if they go up against teams like Phoenix, or they go up against second round teams. They'll go up against Phoenix, probably the Clippers. I think that they could beat those teams, but those teams would they would literally be primed. The Dallas Mavericks would be primed offensively to be able to like get to the Western Conference Finals. So when they get to the Western Conference Finals and they go up against a Lakers team who, albeit defensively, is going to be fantastic, I agree. But offensively, like, we do understand, like, it's not finna be nothing special this season, right? Like, y'all understand, right? Y'all do understand that.
Yeah, that's you. That's just you.
Okay, then look, I will bring y'all back up to show y'all this when we get towards like all-star.
Bro, they have one of the best offensive casts in the NBA, bro.
I don't agree. I think
LeBron, AD, D'Lo, Reed.
I think LeBron has dropped off. I think
he's dropped off, but he's still one of the 10 best offensive players in the NBA.
Yeah. Okay, one of the 10 best playmakers in the league. Fair enough, but like I don't think
offense as a whole.
No, just offense in general. He's he's a top 10 offensive player in the NBA. Even after dropping off.
And even then, the drop off is like,
can't
bro.
Believe that.
He's still easily a top 3 playmaker in the NBA. Easily.
Hold on.
Does he know?
Does he know?
Look, man. I understand this a hot take. It might even be nasty, but I think I think Luka can man it. I think Luka is going to insert himself. First off, I think Luka is going to insert himself into like the top 3 conversation with like his offensive like
what conversation?
I think into the top 3.
Oh man. Okay.
Curry's alive.
I'm telling you, he does not know. He doesn't know.
Wardell, please.
I understand Stephen Curry's value, but like you got to factor in like everything that's going on, that's going to be going on this season. I think it's like the perfect storm for Luka to finally take that jump, to insert himself into the top 3 conversation that we already like.
I don't think you realize the offensive gap between them both. I don't think you realize it.
I understand the shooting gap, but the offensive gap, I guess I don't. Like
the shooting gap is everything.
That drastic. Why the hell are the viewers getting up when I say this shit? Like what?
Because they're here to listen to you speak.
Because you know you was wrong for that. You know you was wrong for that.
I'm not wrong. Okay. I might be wrong, but I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it right now. The best case scenario for the Dallas Mavericks is they go to the NBA Finals, and the worst case scenario is they go home in the first round.
Yo, Gabe, you actually might be right. Hey, Gabe might be right. Pops is wrong for this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So please. So you said Grant Williams gonna be the player roaming around, leaving Vando open. But Grant Williams isn't even a roamer himself; he's an on-ball defender. So they don't have the personnel to allow. Like
would Derrick Jones Jr. count?
Oh yeah, just say they lost, bro. Just say they lost, bro.
Please, no. I'm not saying this as like a stand. I'm asking.
No, he's not that good.
No.
He won't be able.
He's a wing defender. He's a wing defender. Yeah. And even then, he's a nigga who can get treated like Vando, and his defense isn't good.
Exactly.
He even get on the court.
You can tell me about DJJ because he was on my team doing the same shit. He was our Vanderbilt that was ass on defense. People just leaving him open in the corner. Just a good rebounder and a hell of an athlete. He's not that good.
Yeah,
no. I was
He's actually decent defender on the
I haven't watched Derrick Jones Jr. since his years in Miami.
Not that good, bro.
No, I don't know. I don't know how
he's a decent defender now, but like a lot of Lakers beating the Mavericks.
I don't think the Mavericks,
bro.
So my question is how big of a gap? So like is offense on the offensive end? Is the Lakers a better offense than the Mavericks?
No.
If ran correctly, probably.
Can I say something to you?
But we know that man not finna run that shit correctly, so no.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, bro.
I do want to say this one thing, Justin. I would like to thank you. This is gonna be an amazing clip for me to do. It's gonna be an amazing clip. Thank you, fans, man. Thank you, fans.
You know what?
You did this on purpose, by the way. I hope you did.
I did. It is not all right. I'm not trolling.
He knew what he was doing.
I'm not trolling, and I'm not. I don't know what wrong for this is, but I'm not wrong for having my own opinion. Damn it, and I do know. Okay, I know how much.
Hey, I'm about to go viral.
I know how much of a reach that is, given like doing what Luka's flaws, like well documented flaws defensively, right? And even Kyrie's well documented flaws defensively. They're probably going to be the worst defensive backcourt in all of the NBA. That's fair, but I think offensively they're going to be so fantastic, so dynastic that teams like the Lakers, who I believe offensively, they're going to be like, I think they're going to struggle. I think they're going to struggle in the postseason a little bit. Like outside of LeBron and AD. And LeBron, I think, is going to struggle a little bit. And
yeah. LeBron's struggling, but not AD.
Wait, can we? No.
Let me say this.
Please. Let me get this. Can we get this shit off? Okay, go down.
Vino, I'm about to help you.
I'm saying he's going to do the same.
No, Justin, let Daryl go off.
Justin, shut up, because you just pissed me off. Really believing saying that my Lakers would get beat by Dallas.
Good.
Nah, I know what you're doing. So let me tell you this then. If that's how you generally feel, you little stupid Bucks, even though they got Dame Lillard, they gonna get swept by Boston just for these comments that you made because of these comments you made.
That's like saying the Bucks are gonna lose to the Knicks. Like, bro, what are we doing?
No.
Let's move.
Do you really say here? Okay,
you think?
Hold on.
Wait,
man, hold on. Please, for the love of God. Please, for the love of God. Please. No, I don't think that. I'm just comparing it to what you're saying. So, you really think LeBron, who religiously cooks the Dallas Mavericks year in and year out, is gonna have the type of shooting from I feel like everybody here understands that the type of 3-point shooting LeBron was having this year is such a downfall. It's not even comparable to how he really is as a player. It's just a down year. So if you really expect him to be that bad, it's kind of unrealistic, in my opinion. And the man religiously cooks the Mavericks year in and year out every time they play each other. And they're so weak. They're so weak on defense that AD and LeBron and Austin Reeves, bro, it's a free lick every time on offense, bro. Free lick every time. Every single time. It's illegal, bro. It probably shouldn't even be shown on live television how bad it's gonna be.
I'm just gonna throw this banner out here and say nothing.
That pick and roll between Austin Reeves, AD, D'Lo and AD, LeBron and D'Lo, LeBron and AD. That's 2 points every time they run it.
And I have a screenshot of Casual's face freezing. That was so good. But I do want to say this though. I do want you to understand that they have no defenders to actively stop LeBron. And if you think LeBron of this season is a clear depiction of LeBron, I think you need to understand that he was playing in the playoffs with a not broken, but a foot that wasn't fully healthy. Exactly.
You know
so
you know that's not why I think he fell. Why I think he's falling off.
Why would you think he fall off then?
My depiction of LeBron has nothing to do with the fact that he had that foot injury or the fact that he wasn't going to the rim nearly as much because of the foot injury. I don't have any problem thinking that his scoring like efficiency, because his scoring efficiency really wasn't even that bad in the postseason. It was just a 3-point shooting. So like I'm not saying that his scoring has taken a drop off. The value of LeBron, especially at this point in his career, is his elite, like his superior switch hunting, right? His playmaking, his switch hunting, right? Or is that just me that thinks that the value that he has is his ability to mismatch, to create mismatches and to take advantage of those?
I mean, no, that's not his sole value. I don't think there's one thing that like he never said sole value. I'm about to elaborate. I don't think it's just one sole thing that a team would that would value LeBron. It's just he's so strong in every facet of offense that's what he brings to the team. He's still one of the best scorers in the NBA. He's still one of the best playmakers in the NBA. He's still one of the best readers of defenses in the NBA. He's still one of the best runners of an offense in the NBA. If Darvin Ham is going to run a good offense, LeBron can still run that offense tremendously. Even Austin Reeves, D'Lo can do that same thing too. So it's like, I don't see how like LeBron obviously is falling off because he's fucking 38, right? But
Absolutely.
he's still one of right. So he's like, regardless of what you think, he's still gonna be one of the he's still the second best player on that team.
I agree. I'm not saying that the Lakers are terrible. I'm saying when we get to the Western Conference Finals, right?
Huh?
9 times out of 10, what you are at that point is what you're going to be even when you go into the NBA Finals, correct? And when you're looking at the Lakers, I'm saying I think LeBron is still going to be 27, 28 point per game scorer, rather efficient around the rim, and his 3-point is going to be a little spotty. I think that's him. I don't think he's going to take as many threes as he did this past postseason. But him being a spotty 3-point shooter, that's him. And when I'm talking about what happened this past season, I don't talk about the fact that he had the foot injury. So like the fact that he was taking the drives and stuff like that is that he wasn't taking that many drives to the rim. I talk about the fact that there were times when he didn't have to focus on doing scoring at all. He could have just took advantage of the mismatch that he had and facilitated. Say it again.
Like when
Jared Vanderbilt was on the court, although yes, his offensive incapabilities were like a reason that he wasn't on the court. There were times where LeBron was playing in like the right or left elbow, and Jared Vanderbilt would make clear cuts, and LeBron would either miss him or he wouldn't pass it. And so that was a reason that he had
Vanderbilt's like. A lot of Vanderbilt's offensive deficiencies is also he had bad hands on cuts. He fumbles a lot of passes all the time. And then even then, if LeBron doesn't make that pass, when Vanderbilt would cut a lot of the time, the paint would be loaded because they know that Vanderbilt is not a threat from the 3-point line, so they would just load the paint. So one of the main reasons why LeBron couldn't attack the rim that well against the Warriors, or not that well, but that often, is because when Jared Vanderbilt was on the court, they would clog the paint. But if you saw when Jared Vanderbilt was on the bench and they were playing Rui instead, LeBron was getting to the rim at will no matter who was in front of him. And against the Nuggets as well.
I think against the Nuggets that's fair, but I think against the Warriors, I think it may be ramped up a little bit. I could be wrong with that one. As far as like his drives to the basket, he could have ramped up. But I think against the as far as like the Grizzlies and the Warriors, I don't think he was getting to the rim nearly as much.
No, because the Grizzlies were just a better
the
Grizzlies
team. Yeah, I was gonna say that.
They could scheme against LeBron better than the Warriors and the Nuggets.
No. I said I think against the Warriors it might have ramped up a little bit, but I don't think it was nearly as much as like we would view like LeBron 2 years ago. Go to the room, or 3 years ago. Go to the room. If that makes sense.
I don't know. No, it makes sense,
Yeah.
but
so like I'm saying that to say that I think the fact of me saying that the Dallas Mavericks could beat the Lakers in the playoffs sounds nasty because it's the Dallas Mavericks with Luka and Kyrie, who's defensively like challenged, versus a player in LeBron and AD, who we seen what they did when healthy. This postseason. I guess I'm trying to get you guys to understand is I'm not saying that the Dallas Mavericks defensively is going to be able to stop or slow down LeBron and AD. I think their offense is just going to be that much better. That's all I'm saying.
I think I don't know, because the Lakers defense is so like the type of players they have, especially for Jared Vanderbilt, it's so predicated on stopping the type of offense that the Mavericks have, because like putting Vanderbilt on Luka, a long wing defender, very physical with Luka. Luka like doesn't, not necessarily that he struggles, but he doesn't like physical defense. He gets frustrated a lot, and then he gets in his own head about stuff, starts making the wrong reads, forcing up shots. I don't think they have the like it goes in both hands. Like offense and defense goes in both hands. Vanderbilt will be allowed to play more minutes against the Mavericks because they don't have the personnel on defense to exploit his offensive you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. His offensive challenge.
So and then on top of that, the Lakers are just a much better offensively powered team than they were even last year after the trade deadline because of all the players they picked up. Austin Reeves is going to take a step up. They still have Rui. D'Lo is going to be D'Lo. They picked up Gabe Vincent, who off the bench could be a spark, hitting tough shots, making threes, making plays and stuff. Christian Wood can come in and stretch the floor. They still have Jackson Hayes, who's a hustle player, can make plays. Like I'm not like I don't see.
I see. Okay. So here's the thing. So like you spoke of, so I'm looking at the depth chart of the Lakers, and like as far as like how I think I'm just spitballing right now on how I think the Dallas Mavericks could take advantage of the Lakers defense. So having AD at the center spot, rim protection, versatility, I'm with you, right? But what happens when Anthony Davis comes off and you have Christian Wood, Jared Vanderbilt, or Rui Hachimura having to cover the paint? Do you think that they're stopping Luka's ability to get to the rim?
No, I think they'll be fine because the way you stop Dallas isn't like, because they don't run an offense like the Golden State Warriors. You just have to stay on your man, be disciplined, and just like I don't know way they beat them in the regular season. When it comes, it's more team predicated defense rather than one-on-one.
Okay, yeah. So I'm looking at Jared Vanderbilt, Anthony Davis, Rui Hachimura, even LeBron when healthy. Like I got you, okay. But D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves, Gabe Vincent,
or it is one-on-one defense, but
Christian Wood.
Make sure the people around them.
If Christian Wood plays at the center spot at any moment, I think the Dallas Mavericks can take advantage of that rather frequently.
But Darvin Ham makes good like defensive adjustments, like substitutions.
When he put Rui Hachimura at the center spot, that made sense to you?
No, but that was for offense. He made that for an offensive like.
And it hurt, but he understood that it was going to hurt.
Yeah, but that's also because he had no other personnel to put in.
He still don't have no other personnel to put in for defense. He doesn't have nobody else to put in for defense.
It's better to put in Christian Wood at the 5 than Rui. He's a taller player.
You ain't seen Christian Wood. Christian Wood defensively is nasty. That nigga's nasty.
Yeah, really, his best his best ability on defense is roaming. But
so you're sitting here telling me that it's better to put in Rui Hachimura at the 5 than Christian Wood?
I'll be honest with you.
No.
Putting both of them at a 5 is ass.
Yeah, putting both of them. It's both mid.
Okay, and then my point was being that Christian Wood is probably going to come into the game when Luka isn't on the floor. He's going to come off the bench.
But Kyrie would still be on though.
Okay, but then we're just relying on Kyrie and who else?
Kyrie, Seth Curry,
Seth Curry isn't a good finisher at the rim. He's a 3-point shooter.
That's true. That is.
He's an elite 3-point. He's an elite 3-point shooter.
Right, but you're harping on the paint.
No. I'm harping on the creation you can do around the paint. See, Luka doesn't just barrel to the rim every time and just immediately looks for a layup. He barrels to the rim looking for an opportunity. So if he can lay it up or if he can kick it to the corners, that's what he takes advantage.
And I understand that's why the predication on Jared Vanderbilt's defense on Luka is so strong. I don't like. It's not worried about Christian Wood. Christian Wood is going to come in and be a body down there, but the person it's a point of attack defense is how you stop the Mavericks, and they have that. Jared Vanderbilt.
I don't think Jared Vanderbilt alone is going to stop him.
He did already. We've seen it before. He stopped
the Mavericks.
He stopped Luka Doncic. Yes, he was the main reason why in this past season that just happened. Like the game that LeBron got hurt. He was one of the main reasons why they came back in the game because of his defense on Luka.
No, I didn't see that. I had to. I'm gonna go back. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and look at that.
Yeah, you have to watch that game. That game, Jared Vanderbilt's defense was very predicated. Like that win was very predicated on Jared Vanderbilt's defense.
Are we talking about the greatest Laker game of all time?
Yes, he's trying to tell me that Luka is gonna cook Jared Vanderbilt or something.
No. See, now you're being nasty.
Because I said Christian Wood can come in and man the paint while AD's out of the game, and they're gonna have a Vanderbilt on Luka. But he's trying to tell me that Rui is better at center than Christian Wood is gonna be.
That's insane. Rui at center.
I said
really
no. I did not. He's not saying what I actually said. What I said was.
So what was the point of bringing up Rui?
What I said was when Anthony Davis comes off of the court, Anthony Davis's rim protection and versatility benefits him against Luka and the Mavericks, correct?
Yeah,
of course. Anthony Davis.
Of course. But when he comes off of the court, the likelihood is they'll run either Christian Wood at the center spot, Vanderbilt at the center spot, or Rui Hachimura at the center spot. And all of those situations sort of take away.
Rui at the center anymore. That's not happening.
Okay, so then, what's up, Dev? So then, having Vanderbilt or having Christian Wood at the center spot.
Hey, what's up, hello?
In Christian Wood's case, that's nasty because that's basically having like just as bad of rim protection as it was having Rui Hachimura there. And then in Vanderbilt's case, if he's running the center spot, that's sort of taking the rim protector away from the rim. So then Luka didn't even need the ball. Kyrie can take control. So that's what I said. I wasn't saying that he's as defensively. I'm saying there's ways that the Dallas Mavericks offensively can manipulate what the Lakers.
I don't think you understand the roster then by saying this stuff. Vanderbilt will never play the center position. They have 3 bigs now that they could put in because of size. The Lakers' problem at the center.
You talking about Jackson Hayes?
Yes, the problem is
Jackson
way
Hayes,
better than having Jackson
Hayes. You need to respect Jackson Hayes.
I don't understand. Like
respect him. I didn't say anything about him yet.
You said Jackson Hayes?
No, I was like, no, because I saw his name in the depth chart and I was like, oh, Jackson Hayes. But
one of the Lakers' main problems was size at the backup. They picked up 2 centers that are respectable centers as backups for Anthony Davis. When Christian Wood or Jackson Hayes comes on the court, it'll be in times where Luka was probably not on the court or Kyrie will be on the court. They'll come in. Darvin Ham is not a dumb defensive coach. He understands that when he's on point. He'll make bad substitutions.
I don't know. I think the jury's out.
But especially now that he has size, I feel like he shouldn't or he's not going to make those same mistakes.
In theory,
I don't think he's going to. I don't think he's going to.
And I think he showed this postseason that he definitely will. And that's
but the thing that you're not realizing is who did he have as a reasonable backup center to put in outside of AD? Who?
No. I'm with you. But at the same time, you could have. There's so many other ways that you could have attacked that. As far as like, hold on, let me go to the depth chart real quick. There's so many ways that they could have attacked that.
Wait, what's even the point being made?
I don't understand the point.
Well, no. What I was trying to get to is like last postseason. Yeah, granted they didn't have a backup center that the per se that they could be able to put in Anthony Davis' case, but One, they actually, I think they did. That's why I'm trying to look to the depth chart because I think they had one.
Thompson?
William
Gabriel?
Tristan Thompson. Bingo.
Bro, come on, dog. Tristan Thompson?
Well, nigga, you chose Rui Hachimura. Like what? Like, come on. That's
Who else? They're gonna willingly put in Tristan Thompson. That came off.
No. Because the nasty thing is they did it not only once. He did it twice in 2 separate games, and they both burned his ass. So that's why I'm like, there's so many other ways he could have did. He could have brought somebody else.
Wait.
Rather than Rui Hachimura.
Russell Westbrook Lakers don't count in any conversation.
Russell Westbrook Lakers don't count. But the reason against the
Warriors,
no.
Wait, what? Well, huh? Wait, I didn't bring up
the Mavs beat us one of the time. No,
every
time the Mavs beat us was a game winner or Russell Westbrook era. And the game winner they hit on this, LeBron didn't play.
Oh, okay. He's talking about the record. He's talking about the record.
And then the game that AD sold, LeBron didn't even play, so they weren't fully healthy. So every time they lost, the Lakers weren't fully healthy.
And even the Mavs game that we beat them, the Mavs game that we beat them. That Vandal locked up Luka and 80 went off. D'Lo didn't even play.
Exactly.
We're really sat here debating Lakers topics. Thank you very much, Justin.
This isn't the same team. But this isn't the same team, though.
Yeah, they're better.
Yeah, they're better.
No. I'm saying the Mavericks isn't the same team.
I agree.
But they still have no personnel to stop the Lakers.
But I'm saying, as much as you're saying that the Lakers have the personnel to stop it, granted,
it'll be harder for the Lakers to stop the Mavs.
And I don't think so.
And that okay.
We can disagree.
We can disagree, and I'm gonna bring you guys back on the show so that
15 games better than Mavs. For sure.
Y'all eat y'all crow.
And then I want to say one last thing. I feel like another thing that I understand that Roy at the center is atrocious, but what choice do you have? When one, you don't have another backup center, especially against the Warriors. You don't have another backup center. Jared Vanderbilt is unplayable, and the Warriors played. They're trying to scheme to play small ball and stretch, and they're also playing small. So when Roy was playing the center, they were also playing the center. I'm not respecting LeBron at the 5. That's one of the worst things I've ever seen.
LeBron at the 5 is nasty.
That's one of the worst things I've ever seen. So like Marvin Ham, I understand Roy at the 5 is bad. But what
LeBron can't play 1-5? What?
No, he cannot. He can't. Not anymore. No.
He can't be my go-to.
He can't do it no more. He can't do it no more.
My go-to.
I was lying to you. That's crazy.
No, I get what you're saying. And I honestly don't even. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I honestly don't even think. I don't even think that I don't think that it's like a popular opinion. It's just I'm very high on Luka's development this season. I'm high on the connection between Luka and Kyrie, and I think in the postseason they're going to beat a couple teams that y'all not going to expect them to beat.
They're going to beat the Warriors for sure.
I'm on the way.
No, I'm playing.
Oh, okay. So you think the Warriors drop off too? Man, we're gonna say that for another episode.
Yeah, Warriors
missing the playoffs. Warriors missing the playoffs. We can save it though.
We can say it. Well, look, we didn't cross like 2 minutes over the episode mark. I'm gonna go lie to
you, Justin.
This is probably the most interaction as far as like our guests get.
Because you got some real hoop talking on, man.
Show love to episode 6.
Episode 6 was cool too, but like nigga, we just went like
it's because you decided
20 minutes.
It's because you decided to like
have a trash take and I had to flame you for it. That's why.
Me and Kilo the Goats.
I just got, bro. Why was I in a handicap match? Nigga, help me, Zeno. What the fuck?
No.
Does he know I do this? Does he know that I like to incite chaos and not join it?
This nigga's a bastard. Anyway, all right, y'all. We gonna wrap up this show. SSJ, you got it? You got anything else to say, Brody?
Yes. So officially on this podcast, I would like to announce that I'm taking my talents to Hollywood. And I'm gonna be a Lakers fan this year.
Yes, sir.
The way I just pushed this prop, I'm really more of a Lakers fan than a Heat fan. So it's not even a prop. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. But
facts.
Also Reed's most improved player of the year.
Glaze.
All right, so I got one last question for you, Gabe. And then we're gonna peace out. Give me 1 second. Khalil, you got anything else to say, bro, before we dip out?
No, we don't. We don't talk about this. Can we move on?
Bucks Celtics Eastern Conference Finals. Take me a spot. Lakers finna take the whole pot.
Okay.
Nuggets finna fall off. And I'm gonna suck that nigga Kirk off, nigga.
Yo. All right. Daryl, you got anything to say before we dip out?
Nah, I ain't got nothing to say except for exactly what he said just now. Like that was so unnecessary. I was about to say.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say he's cooking till that last part, but yeah.
I thought he was gonna second that, Zeno. I was about to say we're gonna have to get him up out of here too. Zeno, you got anything else to say before we dip out?
Can I? I'll get the intro off. The outro off.
But all right, Gabe, I got one last question for you. Will you come back?
Yeah, I'll come back.
Hey,
if I'll come back if you take back what you just said about the Mavericks.
See you later.
We'll see you later. Bye. Take it back. No, I'll be back for sure. I'll be back.
All right, say less.
All right. So thank you guys for tuning in to the off-season episode 10. We have the casual himself, Justin, Daryl, Kathug, Khalil, and
bro, what
Gabe.
is up with y'all with these thumbs, nigga?
Does he know? Anyways. But yeah, thank you for all of you coming through. I'm actually also thank you. This is actually the biggest amount of people coming through. That's 8 people showing up. Thank you guys for showing up. And we're gonna be another stream happening on Friday and Sunday next week. Make sure you tune in.
Tune in.
But that's anyways. That's everything.
Set your alarms.
We on the road to 100 subscribers. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video whenever you guys get a chance.
Stay safe, guys.
Peace out, bros.
Have a good week, y'all.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, guys.